It's the show must go online!
It's time to get the groundlings. It's time to say our lines. It's time to sing starring and the show must go online.
It's time for quick rehearsals. It's time for prop design. It's time to start the Zoom. Go on, the show must go online. Why did the virus happen? I guess we'll never know. But look at what it's brought us. Will Shakespeare on the go?
It's time for kosher hangouts. It's time to pour the wine.
But now let's get things started.
Why don't you get things started?
It's time to get things started.
The most sensational, inspirational, celebrational, organizational. This is all the show must go online.
There we go. Good afternoon, good evening, and good morning to you wherever you are in the world. This is The Show Must Go Online. I wanted to say that for so long. Hi, my name is Matthew Rhodes. Beside me here is Ruth Page, and welcome to the Groundlings Choice Awards 2021. Let us know where you're tuning in from in the live chat.
We are absolutely thrilled to have you with us today as we celebrate the Show Must Go Online's first birthday. On this day, 1 year ago, Myles, Sarah Peachey, and a bunch of actors from around the world gathered on Zoom, clicked live on YouTube, and performed William Shakespeare's very first play, The Two Gentlemen of Verona.
365 days later, and TSMGO has grown into an amazing global community, gathering and creating with over 500 actors and creatives on 42 shows, with more projects in the works. Galatea by John Lilly will be performed live on April 21st, directed by Rachel Chung. And our Sonnet project continues on our Patreon page, facilitated by Ruth Page.
Yet.
First off, what are you waiting for?
This is so true. And second, be warned. There are potential. Further ado. Oh, I'm being told I'm on mute, Matthew.
Oh.
Can you still hear me?
Audio input capture. Audio output capture. What the heck? Sorry, everyone.
Sorry about this. Am I back? I'm being told I'm back.
Audio output capture. Why is this
Gone again. Do you want to whack up the technical difficulties line, Matt?
What is happening? Frickety frack hacky sack,
Yeah,
dude.
popped it up.
What is happening? No, not that. Never mind. Wait, not that. One sec. Studio mode.
Is it a question to watchers? Is it you like I'm moving but I'm just on mute? Is that what's happening? I'm just muted. And you can hear Matt.
Let me try this
How
again.
weird. Oh, we can hear now, no swears.
Matt stream's still unmuted.
What?
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently, I'm back in now.
All right.
Let's keep going.
Looks good for me. Okay.
Keep them updated, folks.
Apologies about that, everyone. The fun stuff of OBS. Let's take it back from as part of our birthday celebrations, Ruth.
Yes, as part of our celebrations, keep us updated if you can hear me. We want to make sure that you can. There's lots of exciting things happening. As part of our birthday celebrations, we wanted to acknowledge and celebrate the work of all our actors and creative team who have helped make TSMGO what it is today. Unfortunately, Rob and Sarah can't join us live, so for today, you've got me and Matt, and it's clearly going really well. So strap in. I wasn't kidding, guys. Now, before we get started, we want to issue a blanket spoiler alert warning. Throughout the course of the show, we will be playing clips of the nominees in action. So, if you haven't watched some of the shows yet,
Again, what are you doing?
Yeah, seriously, what have you been doing with your lockdown? And second, be warned, there are potential spoilers up ahead. Clearly, OBS needed us to say that twice, because it's happening. Guys, be ready. Now, who's ready? Let's do a second grand reveal, because it deserves it. Who's ready to find out who you voted for to win one of these? Oh, Matt's got one too. Now that really is worth doing it twice for. Look at this. Emily Ingram comes through again. Thank you, Emily. We love you. We miss you. Now, hopefully, that's as choppy as it gets. Without further ado, let's get started with the TSMGO Groundlings Choice Awards 2021. Mr. Rhodes, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Ruth. Now, an important part of academia is to bring the wealth of knowledge that is in our institutions out to the wider public. Curated by Ben Crystal, our weekly guest speakers shed new light on much-loved classics, delved deep into publishing and performance histories, and expanded the worlds of possibility within Shakespeare's plays. It's safe to say we all had the joy of learning from these very special guests. And the nominees for Outstanding Guest Speaker are...
Claribel, Sebastian says, is our daughter and belongs to our Europe. In no uncertain terms, it is ethnocentrism. This ethnocentrism, this attention to slavery, this focal point on ownership is such a significant facet of this play.
As you watch the wonderful cast right now, know that in Hamlet, Black is king. And by that I mean, Black is an important governing trope to pay attention to.
The play has few soliloquies. So unlike other tragedies, we don't know what's going on in the hearts and minds of these characters. What I'm suggesting is that this is precisely why the play is interesting.
Richard's cousins are variously constrained, inspired, and redeemed by their family connections. But Richard doesn't listen to those who try to remind him of his duties to his father's memory and to other people.
And the Groundlings' choice is Dr. Varsha Pandwani for Antony and Cleopatra.
Woo!
Thank you.
Amazing. Congratulations, Varsha. Would you like to say anything?
Yes, just one thing. Invite more women speakers.
100%. 100%. Thank you so much for joining us and congratulations.
Yay.
Wonderful work. Now you can retire backstage and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you, Varsha. Now, on to our next category. One of the most recognisable things of The Show Must Go Online is the ingenuity of our performers when it comes to making props. With the help of our incredible stage manager and master of props, Emily Ingram, who unfortunately couldn't be with us tonight, we have seen some incredible creations made simply from household items and boundless creativity. The nominees for Outstanding Prop are...
I'll tell you as my friend Captain Gower. The rascally, scold, beggarly, lousy, braggy knave, Pistol, he has come to me.
What have you there, my friend?
A piece of painting, which I do beseech your lordship to accept.
Painting is welcome. The painting is almost the natural man.
I do affect the ground. Witch's base. Wear her shoe. Witch's baser. Guided by her foot. Witch's basest.
Oh. I see these witches are afraid of swords.
She that would be your wife now ran from you.
And the Groundlings choice is, drumroll please, Stephen Leask's mattress! Congratulations, Stephen! Here is your award.
Oh, thank you very much. Oh, do you know what? It looks a bit different as it got passed through, but there we go. Oh. Look at that there.
Oh,
thank you very much. Just a quick one. I've had this mattress since I was 19. It's the mattress I've had since drama school. So it's really cool that it finally got to be in a show or couple. So thank you very much.
Oh, thank you, Stephen. Congratulations all round to the nominees, of course. Everyone that was nominated did a cracking job. So congratulations, guys. Thank you so much for joining us. And I think we'll be seeing you two a bit later on, potentially. So, next up, we have a guest presenter. I know, there are no things spared at the Show Must Go Online. So please, can Mr. Ian Desher join me on screen? Hi, Ian. Oh my goodness, that's amazing.
Thank you.
Take it away.
Hello, TSMGO family. The Show Must Go Online has introduced us not only to the First Folio, but also to some apocryphal works of Shakespeare. From a galaxy far, far away to Bronson Alcott High School in Beverly Hills, from London to Lone Pine Mall, we've seen the bard be totally fetch in the Pop Shakespeare series. And believe me, it was the fulfillment of at least one middle-aged guy's dreams. I am honored to help recognize the performers who popped in Pop Shakespeare. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Pop Shakespeare Show are...
A crash of drums, a flash of lights, my time machine flies out of sight. It worked! Oh, it worked! Oh!
That I would start a movement, a campaign of letters sent unto the halls of Congress to object to violations of the Clean Air Act.
Oh, non-R2, where dost thou go? Oh, prithee, patience, leave me not alone. I, even though I mock and injure thee, I'll surely die if e'er thou leavest me.
Shadows are most dark and sinister. 'Twas some evil lurking in the gloom. Bah! Fools.
And the Groundlings choice is Dominic Brewer for C-3PO in William Shakespeare's Star Wars. Dom, would you like to say a few words?
Yes, thank you. Thank you very much, Groundlings. Thank you, great bard Ian Desher, Rob and Sarah, obviously, and all the cast and crew of that particular show, including Ruth Page, especially Eugenia Lowe, because what would 3PO be without his R2? Thanks so much. This is so sweet. Thank you.
Congratulations, Dom. And thank you so much, Ian, for joining us today. It's we couldn't have done it without you, so only felt right to have you introduce that award. On to Outstanding Death. Now, Shakespeare's work is known for some iconic death scenes, and the can-do attitude of TSMGO performers meant that those scenes were brought to life, or I guess brought to death, with dynamic creation. Now, before we show you the nominees in action, there are some pretty graphic images coming up. I was putting this together and, it made my stomach feel a bit funny. So if you prefer not to watch, I completely understand. Then look away and maybe turn off your volume for the next 60 seconds. Here are your nominees for Outstanding Death.
And then, land service. To see how the bear tore out shoulder bone. How he cried to me for help. And his name was Antigonus!
And all some to Decius's house, and some to Casca's, some to Ligarius's. Away! Go!
Exeunt all the plebeians, dragging off Cinna.
I'll drown you in the malmsey butt within.
The nominees, join me now. The Groundlings Choice is, drumroll please, The Drowning of Clarence in Richard III. Congratulations to Yarrett Dorr, Patrick McHugh, Yolanda Ovide, and Dominic Brewer, who is here to accept the award.
I didn't expect that.
Back to back.
Yeah, I mean, what can I say?
Here you are.
Oh, right, yeah. There we go.
Oh, very good, very good. Would you like to say anything?
No, only to say thanks on behalf of Yolanda and Yarrett and Enrique and Patrick. And thank you.
Pretty amazing. And anyone that did, and Yarrett and Enrique are here!
Yay!
Team! Yay, team! Well done, Yarrett! I mean, it's pretty hard going, shoving your head in a bowl of water. That can't have been fun. So
a butt of Malmsey. Come on.
Oh man. Well, yes. Sorry.
Speaking of which, time to go and get one.
Yes, very good, Dominic. And Matt, over to you.
Thank you so much, Ruth. Shakespeare's history plays are some of the lesser performed works in the canon, featuring, and I have experience when I say this, so many historical figures to populate these plays. The demands on ensemble performers to create unique portrayals are immense. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in an Ensemble Role History are
Boys with women's voices strive to speak big and clap their female joints in stiff, unwieldy arms against thy crown.
Being called 100 times and oftener in my sleep by good Saint Alban, who said, Simon, come offer at my shrine and I will help thee.
I come to thee for charitable license, that we may wander o'er this bloody field to book our dead, and then to bury them.
Courted, do you know?
Unless I have mistaken his colours much, which well assured I have not done. His regiment lies half a mile at least south from the mighty power of the king.
And the Groundlings Choice is, drumroll please, Georgia Andrews for Richard II.
Thank you.
Excellent. Did you want to say anything else?
Just thanks so much to everyone involved with The Show Must Go Online for bringing so much joy to a really difficult year. Thank you.
Thank you. Excellent. Let's keep the night going. History plays can condense the events of years into 3 hours. Condensing and soaring with the journey these plays take every character on in them is a majestic feat to witness. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Principal Role History are
Arm you against your other enemies, and make a peace between your soul and you. Young Arthur is alive.
Thyself, a queen, for me that was a queen. Outlive thy glory like my wretched self. Long mayest thou live to wail thy children's death.
For our enemies shall fall before us, inspired with the spirit of putting down kings and princes. Command silence.
Silence!
You tell me what you wish for, both. My ruin. Is this your Christian counsel? Out upon ye. Heaven is above all yet. There sits a judge that no king can corrupt.
And the Groundlings' choice is, drumroll please, Wendy Morgan as Queen Margaret in Richard III.
Ah, thank you so much.
Oh, you disappeared.
Oh.
There we go.
Thank you so much for my wonderful award. Love everyone on the Show Must Go Online team, the Groundlings, and all the lovely nominees, and all my fellow friends that I've met this year. Hooray!
Excellent. Thank you, Wendy. Heavy lies the head that wears the crown, carrying not maybe always the crown, but the scale and journey of epic characters and stories is awe-inspiring. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Leading Role History are
Yet not so sound, and half so deeply sweet as he whose brow with the homely nightcap bound snores out the watch of night. Oh, majesty!
We few, we happy few, we band of brothers. For he today that sheds his blood with me shall be my brother.
At their heels, go forth and fetch their conquering Caesar in. As yet, the lamentation of the French invites the King of England's stay at home.
Now is the winter of our discontent, made glorious summer by this son of York, and all the clouds that lowered upon our house in the deep bosom of the ocean bury it.
And the Groundlings' choice is, another drum roll please, Ruth Page as Henry V in Henry V.
Okay, so you'd think I'd prepared so much for tonight, but I actually didn't prepare for that. Wow. Thanks. Three of you don't go anywhere. I share this with these three. I watched these three in action, and it's amazing. So I share this with the three of you because you're stunners, and I can't wait to hug you all. But thanks. Wow. Wow, I'd really not prepared for that. Oh, okay. Shall we keep going?
All right, yeah, get off stage.
Yeah, okay, bye.
Music can be therapy. Music can be world building. Music can be heartbreaking, and music can be soul lifting. Whether a fresh new song inspired by Shakespeare, or a soundscape beyond what Shakespeare could have imagined, The Show Must Go Online would not be what it is without music and sound. And the nominees for Outstanding Music and Sound are
চলে গেল কে বসন্তের বাতাস টুকুর মতো
Shidi chuigelu, nuigelu ke.
And cuckoo birds of yellow hue do paint the meadows with delight. A cuckoo then on every tree mocks merry men, for thus sings he.
Act 1, Scene 1. Aboard the rebel ship. Enter C-3PO and R2-D2.
And the Groundlings choice is arpeggio, please. I don't know if I'm using that right. I don't actually know what it means. I genuinely asked off stage if it was a music term. Anyways, the Groundlings choice is Adam Gibson and supporting musicians for the Tempest soundtrack. Hey, we did it.
That is the first time I've ever done a prop pass. Ever. I've never ever been on. Oh, that's great. Thank you. That's incredible. I've genuinely not thought about this. You should have just a drum roll. Drum roll's still a musical term, Matt. I don't know. Anyway, thank you very much, and thank you to Rob and Sarah and everyone who was like just so wonderful in getting us to do that, because that was such a wonderful score to do. And well done to everyone else, because there's been so much wonderful music in all of these shows. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Congratulations on your first prop pass, Adam. But you did it amazingly for someone who's never done it before. Masterclass. TSMGO. Once you've done it once, it's in the brain, it's in the soul. We're firing through this, guys. We hope you're having a good time out there in the YouTube Groundlings. Say hello in the chat. Make sure you're all acquainted. We're one big family here, one big bright yellow-hearted family. Now, next category. Not all exits off stage are the result of an unfortunate or perhaps welcome death, but that doesn't mean they're any less amazing. So naturally, they deserve their own category. The nominees for Outstanding Exit are...
Take thine apology absurd and shove it in thy hairy, hideous...
Bring them, I pray thee, with imagined speed unto the traject to the common ferry which trades to Venice. Waste no time in words, but get thee gone. I shall be there before thee.
Madam, I go with all convenient speed.
Pursued by agents, sinister and cold, now Princess Leia to her home doth flee, delivering plans and a new hope they hold of bringing freedom to the galaxy. In time so long ago begins our play, in star-crossed galaxy, far, far away.
And the Groundlings choice is, drum roll please, Ian Desher retreating up the stairs in Shakespeare's Star Wars. Congratulations, Ian, here you go.
Oh, thank you so much. You all know how much the show must go online. I hope you all know how much the show must go online has meant to me in the last year. So I am just honored, really. And I hope I'll be seeing you all really, really soon. That didn't really work like I hoped.
Oh, goodness. See what he did there? Genius. Absolute genius. See, what Ian did there was Ian not only mimicked his own exit, but also brought in Louise's exit of walking into the door. Can you tell we haven't rehearsed this? Guys, we're having a great time. we're having a good old time here at Show Must Go Online. It's safe to say that we've all had plans cancelled over the last year, amongst which are graduation ceremonies. We know that a handful of our wonderful alumni community have missed out on their graduation ceremonies as a result of the pandemic. So we wanted to take a moment today to celebrate their hard work and incredible achievements of graduating from their respective courses. So those of you who are here as graduates, please join us on stage. Come on, come on, here we are. Oh, look at all your beautiful faces. Matthew?
Perfect. As you're coming on, please feel free to keep joining us. Graduates, please welcome to the stage members of the classes of 2020 and 2021. Michael Ahamka Lindsay, Valerie Andrews, Deborah Ann Bird, Mary Anna Clark, Alicia Berard, Kit Brenson, Corinna Brown, Lynn Favin, Eliza Jane Gilroy, Luke Hayes, Trevor Lynn, Narissa Mahaha, Tyler Nowakowski, Hannah Rose Lewis, Pedro Santos, and Verna Vyas. Congratulations, graduates. Huge round of applause to you.
The Zoom chat is going absolutely mad with love and support and claps. Congratulations, guys. What an incredible achievement in such a crazy year. Well done. And we hope that you get to celebrate properly very soon. Fingers crossed, yeah? Thank you so much for joining us, everyone. Head on backstage and enjoy the rest of the show. Thank you so much for joining us. Now, we cannot stress enough how incredible our ensemble members are. There are not enough words to stress just how amazing they are. They cover a whole array of characters. They are responsible for multiple costume, accent, and Zoom name changes. And then they go and steal our hearts with their amazing performances. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in an Ensemble Role Comedy are...
Oh, Rosa! I have watched so long that I am dog weary. But at last I spied an ancient angel coming down the hill, circa 10.
Careless airs may the two latter darken and expend, but immortality attends the former, making man a god.
Why, sir, for my part, I say the gentleman himself drunk himself out of his 5 sentences.
It is his 5 senses.
For the Duke's daughter, her cousin, so loves her, being ever from their cradles bred together, that she would have followed her exile, or have died to stay behind her.
And the Groundlings choice is, drum roll please, Eugenia Lowe and the Merry Wives of Windsor. Congratulations!
Okay, what? Okay, I'm pretty sure that this is what did it, but thanks everyone. Thanks TSMGO, thanks Rob, Sarah, Emily Ingram, and thanks to Mara Ritala for actually getting me onto TSMGO in the first place. That's it. Bye.
Short and sweet, we love it. Well done, congratulations. Keeping on with Shakespeare's comedies, they are certainly as challenging as his histories and tragedies to perform. Navigating the language as well as the humorous moments and also not so humorous moments is an art unto itself. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Principal Role Comedy are...
In the beak, now in the waist, the deck, in every cabin I flamed amazement. Sometimes I divide and burn in many places.
What have we here? A man? Or a fish? Dead? Or alive? Oh, no, a fish. No, he smells like a fish. I was not much afeared, for once or twice I was about to speak and tell him plainly, the self-same sun that shines upon his court hides not his visage from our cottage, but looks on alike.
I understand the business. I hear it. The prince himself is about a piece of iniquity, stealing away from his father with his clog at his heels.
And we all know how this goes, guys. The Groundlings Choice is, drumroll please, Betsy Bowman as Ariel in the Tempest. Congratulations, Betsy. Here you go.
Okay, great. Thank you so much. I can easily say that this show and this group of people were the highlight of last year for me. And I want to thank the entire group, the entire community for creating a space where people can make brave choices and play roles that perhaps they wouldn't have otherwise. And I'm very thankful to be part of this family. So thank you. Mwah. I love.
Congratulations, Betsy. Oh, and also, everyone looks so good tonight. Am I right? Everyone looks incredible on this call. I think we are the most fashionable community out there. What do you reckon, Groundlings? I think I'm right. Next time, next one, next time, we're still going. Navigating disguise, mistaken identity, and a multitude of issues that are still so relevant in the modern day. Shakespeare's leading comedy characters journey through a minefield of situations, all whilst making us laugh and think profoundly along the way. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Leading Role Comedy are...
Could great men thunder, as Jove himself does? Jove would never be quiet, for every pelting petty officer would use his heaven for thunder, nothing but thunder.
That I did love. For now, my love is thawed, which, like a waxen image gainst a fire, bears no impression of the thing it was.
Aye, and amid this hurly, I intend that all is done in reverent care of her. And in conclusion, she shall watch all night.
Love is merely a madness, and I tell you deserves as well a dark house and a whip as madmen do. And the reason why they are not so punished and cured is that the lunacy is so ordinary that the whippers are in love too.
And the Groundlings Choice is, drumroll please, Phoebe Elliott as Rosalind in As You Like It. Congratulations, Phoebe. Here you go. Oh, perfect.
Oh, just made my night. Just thank you so much. The show must go online. The joy, it's a gift that just keeps on giving. I've got my Tamsin and Nat in my room all the time, just giving me constant joy. Thank you so much, guys.
Congratulations, Phoebe. Rocking some Carly Sponzo, as every good TSMGO Groundling does. The link's in the bio, people. If you haven't got yours yet, what are you doing? Get it now. Get it now. On to our next award. Hit. On to our next award. Here to present Most Poig Moment. Please welcome back Eugenia Lowe. Welcome back to the stage. The floor is yours.
Okay, well, I'm just the klutz whose fingers forgot how to type partway through the word poignant because I was so moved by Seb Yates Cridlin and Jack Baldwin as Helen Falstaff in Henry IV Part 1. But this is possibly the most uniquely TSMGO of all the awards tonight, since Poig kind of only exists in this universe. For the uninitiated, Poig describes the extraordinary moments of profound joy and overwhelming sadness, moments that go straight to our hearts and wring them out with love. And all the nominees tonight have more than delivered that. So without further ado, the nominees for Most Poig Moment are...
Thou biddest me to my loss, for true to thee were to prove false, which I will never be to him that is most true.
Yay! Will take me too. What? Should I stay?
To Pericles, thy father.
Is it no more to be your daughter than to say my mother's name was Thaisa? Thaisa was my mother, who did end the minute I begun.
And the Groundlings choice is the ring passing ceremony from The Tempest. This incredible moment was created by a grand total of 32 actors, and it's probably going to take me more than 30 seconds to actually name them. So I'm just going to say a massive congratulations to everyone who was in this and all the other nominees in this category. And I'm just going to salute you, if I may, with the closing couplet from Ian Dash's Poig sonnet, which goes, "When isolation seizes all my joy, mere thought of you shall make me feel so Poig." Back to you, Ruth.
Oh, Eugenia! Okay, it's a good job we're getting into the interval, guys, because I think I'm going to need a little bit of a weep after that. Thank you so much for doing that for us, Eugenia. Now, we're going to take a 10-minute interval for you to replenish your drinks, top up your snacks before we continue with the celebrations. But before we do, we wanted to take a moment to acknowledge our incredible Patreon family. There are over 200 of you supporting the continuation of The Show Must Go Online. So thank you to all of you within that community. Thank you. You have made and continue to make our bright yellow hearts burst. If you would like to give us that feeling, it's not too late to join. There's still things happening over there. So if you'd like to access, I don't know, exclusive TSMGO content and to discover the world of Shakespeare's sonnets through the lens of TSMGO, I'd head to our Patreon. I think that. What do you reckon, Matt? I think that'd be a good idea.
Yeah, that sounds smart.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can give us a little or as much as you like.
But where would I go to find the Patreon? Ruth?
You'd probably go to somewhere like www.patreon.com/theshowmustgoonline, and you can also head to the description box. The link's in there too.
Oh,
it's very
wow. That is such a convenient way to go find the Patreon.
I know, right? It's like we thought about it.
And to support us for as little or as much as you like.
Yeah, you heard me. You heard me right. Wow. Any amount you can give per month is massively appreciated and directly supports the work of the TSMGO team and performers. And another way to support us is to check out our Redbubble shop for all our official TSMGO merch. Just like the Patreon, all the profits are put into our hardship fund, which supports our actors and creatives who continue to spread the message that Shakespeare is for everyone. Yeah, shout it loud, people. Shout it loud. All you need to do, again, head to the description box below for the link, which will take you to our Redbubble shop so that you can shop to your heart's content. And one last thing before we go. If you're like, well, I don't have much money to spare, how can I support you freely? Spread the word. Share our shows. Follow us on social media. Interact with us. We love to chat. I don't know if you can tell, but we love to chat. So head on over to our socials, TSMG Online Live on Twitter and The Show Must Go Online on Instagram and Facebook. Come on over, say hi. We'd love to have you. That's it from us for now. I think we need to sit down for a sec. But we'll see you in 10 minutes, so don't go anywhere. I mean, go get your drinks and then come back. Hello, everyone. Welcome back. We hope your drinks and snacks are suitably replenished and you enjoyed those TSMGO trivia questions. Pop in the live chat how many you got right, and if there were any answers you were surprised by, because when I was looking at these, I was certainly surprised. How many cameos? Amazing. Anyway, enough chatting. Let's get going with the second half of the evening for me, the morning for Matt, wherever you are in the world. Let's get going. Comedy is a science. It's not easy by any means, but done well, and it can have you in stitches. Over the last year, we've all needed to find those moments that bring a huge smile to our faces, and it's safe to say that these moments did just that. The nominees for Outstanding Comedy Moment are...
Too long a pause for that which you find there.
What's here? The portrait of a blinking idiot, presenting me a schedule. I will read it. How much unlike thou art to Portia? Huh? How much unlike my hopes and my deservings?
Make not the match. Say it is not so. He is married, madam. Rogue, thou hast lived too long. Nay, then I'll run. What mean you, madam? I have made no fault.
Fair Helena, who more gilds the night than all yon fiery oars and eyes of light. Why seekest thou me? Could some of this make thee know the hate I bear thee makes me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think it cannot be.
Lo, she is one of this confederacy.
With bloody, blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling, bloody breast. And Thisbe, tarrying in mulberry shade, his dagger drew and died. For all the rest, let lion, moonshine, wall, and lovers twain at large discourse, while here they do remain.
And the Groundlings Choice for Outstanding Comedy Moment is... Funniest drum rolls, please! The Rude Mechanicals from A Midsummer Night's Dream. Congratulations to Harry Boyd, Mark McMinn, Corinna Brown, Andrew Yabroff, Rob Myles, and Gabrielle Shepherd, who is here to accept the award. Gabrielle, here you go. Huge congratulations, team. Gabrielle, would you like to say anything on behalf of the squad?
Well, thanks so much. This is really exciting, and I had so much fun on this show. This was my first Show Must Go Online, and shout out to everyone who's been so lovely, and the mechanicals were hilarious. Forever laughing at the clips that I continue to watch them. So yeah, thank you so much. This light bulb, I love it. Thank you.
Amazing. Congratulations, team. Oh, so good. So much funny moments. Mwah. We'll see you later on. Now, the TSMGO cast and crew have been able to perform some pretty epic fights over Zoom in a whole manner of ways. With multiple guest fight directors and stunt performers, we have witnessed some truly spectacular fights from Shakespeare's canon. The nominees for Outstanding Fight are...
Go thou and fill another room in hell.
I chafe you if I tarry. Let me go.
No, not a whit. I find you passing gentle. First told me you were rough and coy.
And the Groundlings Choice is... Drumroll, please! The wrestling match from As You Like It! Woohoo! Congratulations, team. Whoever is ready can receive. Oh, Luke's going for it. There we go. Congratulations.
Thank you. I mean, to be fair, I think it's probably good that me and Michael have got more clothes on for this award ceremony. But no, honestly, thank you. You know, the show must go online has done so much for me, and Enrique and Rob helped me and Michael make an amazing fight scene. So yeah, thank you. Thank you to everyone. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming, guys. Also, shout out to Yarrett, Enrique, Janet. Oh my goodness. They have helped to make some amazing pieces. Huge round of applause. Huge round of applause. Matthew, over to you.
Thank you, Ruth. The tragedies deal with big issues and big feelings in big worlds. The work is to build these worlds is a key part of the hard work that ensemble players do. Citizens, lords, and soldiers can change the world of tragedies. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in an Ensemble Role Tragedy are
Therefore, much drink is said to be an equivocator with lettering. Now,
and with no addition, we go to gain a patch of ground that hath in it no profit but the name, to pay 5 ducats. 5, I would not farm it.
Wilt thou do this?
She is stirring, sir. If she will stir hither, I shall seem to notify unto her.
Do good, my friend.
My lord, his majesty bade me signify to you that he has laid a great wagger on your head.
And the Groundlings choice is, get that drum roll please. Nat Kennedy in Macbeth. There we go.
Thank you very much. I've actually brought a special friend along with me today, and it is nice and clean, so don't you worry. Here is my lovely little friend, and freshly brewed just this afternoon. Thank you very much for the award. Absolute pleasure to be involved with you guys. Yeah, let's continue making magic, baby.
Excellent. Thank you, Nat. All right, moving on to our next category. The principal roles in tragedies draw on our heartstrings, center our empathy, and remind us of the power of loss and love. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Principal Role Tragedy are
Thou art the ruins of the noblest man that ever lived in the tide of times. Woe to the hand that shed this costly blood.
Give order that these bodies, high on a stage, be placed to the view. And let me speak to the yet unknowing world how all these things came about.
My mother had a maid called Barbary. She was in love, and she loved proved mad, and did forsake her.
I shall do well. The people love me, and the sea is mine. Mark Antony in Egypt sits at dinner and will make no wars without doors.
And the Groundlings choice is... Drum roll, please! Alex Andlow as Desdemona in Othello.
Ready? Thank you all very, very much. In particular to everyone back home in Middlesbrough who I know are watching right now. Thank you all very much for your support. And thank you to the casting department. I wouldn't have been given a go at someone like Desdemona if it weren't for the incredible team behind casting at TSMGO. And to all the Groundlings who voted, thank you very much. Have a lovely evening.
Thank you so much, Alex. Now, major characters who lead with their hearts. The leading role in a tragedy demands vulnerability, strength, and passion. The nominees for Outstanding Performance in a Leading Role Tragedy are
Upon my head, they placed a fruitless crown and put a barren sceptre in my grip, thence to be wrenched with an unlineal hand, no son of mine succeeding.
So loving to my mother, that he might not beteem the winds of heaven visit her face too roughly. Heaven and earth must I remember. She would hang on him.
Violence pace shall ne'er look back near ebb to humble love, till that a capable and wide revenge swallow them up. Now, by yond marble heaven, in due reverence of sacred vow, I here engage my words.
Noblest of men, will to die? Has there no care of me? Shall I abide in this dull world, which in thy absence is no better than a sty?
And the Groundlings' choice is, drumroll please, Kristen Atherton as Hamlet in Hamlet.
Of course is this guy. Of course. Holy hell. Never thought for a moment it'd be this girl. First of all, this award really does belong across the board. Every single performance I've seen in the past couple of months deserves some portion of this. I want to dedicate this particular one to Denmark. Hamlet is nothing without Denmark, and all of you who were with me in Denmark, I wish I could name you all and what you meant to me. The support that you gave, Rob, Myles, thank you for trusting me and for giving me this ridiculous opportunity. I never felt like I deserved it, even right now. And I'm going to get slightly sentimental because apparently we got a little bit of time. It also goes to my dad, who during the Hamlet rehearsal process, I had to share his birthday with the Hamlet rehearsal. He was totally happy with that. I saw him perform in Shakespeare when I was 12 years old. It's the first time I saw a human being transform into something that they weren't. And at 12 years old, I thought, I want to do that. So to my pops, to all of you creatives, it's been a bleeper of a year. Thank you for keeping making. Thank you, Rob and the TSMGO team, for helping us to make. You're all extraordinary.
Thank you, Kristen. That was beautiful. Oh, God, you don't make it easy for us, do you? You lot? Blimey. Right, whether it's creating a piece of armour, or an incredibly specific piece of costume that you wouldn't find anywhere else, or necessarily need for anything else. But anyway, costume truly heightens the aesthetic of any performance, especially those done on Zoom. Our actors have always gone above and beyond to add the finishing touches to their characters, and the Groundlings always seem to love it when they do. The nominees for Outstanding Costume are...
That I, one Snut by name, present all.
Showing this, and great afflictions wrestling in thy bosom doth make an earthquake of nobility. Oh, what a noble combat hast thou fought between compulsion and brave respect.
Spirit, fine spirit, I'll free thee within 2 days for this.
Most sure goddess, on whom these airs attend, vouchsafe my prayer.
Double toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble.
Relate of a fenny snake, in the cauldron boil and bake.
And the Groundlings' choice for Outstanding Costume is... The Three Witches in Macbeth, created by Dana Demsko, Rebecca Brinkat, and Jenny Lou. They couldn't join us tonight, but congratulations to the three of you. You did an absolute... Mark? Yeah, there you go. Unfortunately, they couldn't join us tonight. Yeah, I think we'll just carry on, shall we? If costume is the icing on the cake, then makeup is the birthday candle on top. Clearly, our cast's talents know no bounds, and this category will prove that. Shakespeare says, "To paint an inch thick," and TSMGO is Picasso. The nominees for Outstanding Makeup are...
I'll warrant madness lies herein.
Beep beep. Beep 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 beep. Squeak. Beep 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 wee.
We're doomed.
Mono. How if he had boils full over? General.
Ascites!
And those boils did run say...
Aye, sir. To be honest, as this world goes, is to be one man picked out of 10,000.
That's very true, my lord.
For if the sun breed maggots in a dead dog, being a good kissing carrion, have you a daughter?
Who gives anything to poor Tom, whom the foul fiend hath led through fire and through flame, through ford and through whirlpool, out
What incredible work all round. My goodness. The Groundlings Choice for Outstanding Makeup is, drumroll please, Eugenia Lowe for R2-D2 in Shakespeare Star Wars. Here you are.
What? Okay, what? I don't actually know what this is. Refills. I don't do makeup, so this is nuts. I thank Emily Ingram for sending me pictures and trusting me to use 10-year-old makeup to draw things on my face. Not an artist, not a makeup artist. Thank you, TSMGO, for finding new parts of me. I love you all. I absolutely love you all. Thank you.
We love you. We love all of you. Oh, I don't know about you guys, but my heart is so full. The joy on this Zoom call, and I can feel it radiating from the YouTube Groundlings as well. We are so thrilled to have you here. Thank you so much for celebrating with us. Now, we'd love to take a moment, if we may, to discuss the importance of inclusive, progressive casting to this project and to the industry as a whole. We've invited Elliot Borneman, who you may remember as our Luke Skywalker from Shakespeare's Star Wars, from Hakuna Matata, a YouTube channel discussing representation in film and TV, to talk about TSMGO's casting. Elliot, are you there?
I'm here.
The floor is yours.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ruth and Matt, and good evening to everyone watching. I'm Elliot, the Show Must Go Online alumnus and creator and host of YouTube channel Hakuna Matata, a channel on which for the past year I have championed positive diversity and representation in film and TV, as well as discuss, along with guests, how diversity and representation can be improved. Many of you will be aware that as part of this awards ceremony, there was the idea of holding a category to celebrate and award the progressive casting embedded in the Show Must Go Online shows. However, after some discussion and deliberation, the idea of awarding progressive casting was decided to be more detrimental than progressive. After all, the objective of progressive casting is to normalise the casting of all people for all roles, and so to award it every time it is accomplished is to further ourselves from the completion of that objective. At the same time, though, it would be a shame to not in some way recognise the work of Sydney Aldridge, Meg Robinson and Fran Cataneo, and this is why I'm here speaking this evening. Last year, our world changed, and there is a lot of talk about getting back to some form of normality, namely when we will get there and how it will look. We hear the phrase new normal a lot. This phrase shaped by the things the pandemic has helped to bring to the very forefront of socio-political conversations. Conversations about race and most recently, the safety of women. With race, we learned that it is no longer enough to be not racist. We must actively be anti-racist. With women's safety, we have finally flipped the conversation to the responsibility of men. Of course, these aren't the only conversations we are having and need to have. What more can and should we do for the rights of trans people and people of differing abilities, both neuro and physical? If these conversations are going to continue to be at the forefront of society, then how we cast Shakespeare, theatre, film, television, etc., is imperative in reaching a new normal that recognises the place of all people. Sydney, Meg and Fran have shown us that the new normal is already here. Not only is it a simple task, but it is imperative if we are to take everything we have learned in the last year and move forward with it. We have to challenge our biases, open ourselves to fresh perspectives, and move forward with intention to make progressive casting the new normal. Even when we think we are successful, even when we begin to sit back and congratulate our work, we still need to look at how we may improve that little bit more again. If we want progressive casting to be the new normal, well then, we can't call it progressive casting. Do we call it inclusive casting, or better yet, just casting, with the knowledge that it is by default inclusive? One term I've come across recently is identity-conscious casting. What does it mean to cast an actor from an underrepresented cohort as the Scottish King? How does that infer the play? With identity-conscious casting, it is important to include the casting director in the process from the very beginning. They are as much a part of the design as any other department. Who they imagine in the role could very well bring a new perspective we haven't originally seen. They can't be achieved when trying to fit an actor in an already established form. I mean, if Sydney had stuck to established forms, we may never have gotten Evangeline Dixon's wonderful emo Romeo. It was inspired. The lessons on race and the safety of women have taught us that if we are not a part of the solution, we are a part of the problem. This same lesson needs to be adapted into casting and further into who is producing and directing. As David Oyelowo said in 2016, and I quote, "I am very cognitive of the fact, as it pertains to diversity, if you are not a part of the solution, trust me, my friend, you are a part of the problem." End quote. In the same speech, he moves on to say this about diversity, and I quote, "It's got to be baked into the foundations of where the ideas flow from." End quote. Sydney, Meg, and Fran position themselves as part of the solution to finding the new normal and baked inclusivity into the foundations of casting. That is our new normal. Thank you very much to Ruth and Matt for hosting this evening. Thank you to Rob and Sarah and the Show Must Go Online family for asking me to speak this evening. I hope you continue to enjoy the ceremony. And if you wish to continue the championing of positive diversity and representation with me, please join me on my YouTube channel at Hakuna Matata and follow me on Twitter and Instagram at Hakuna Matata. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Elliot. Absolutely. And thank you everyone here at TSMGO, the cast, the crew, and the audience. From everyone here at TSMGO, the cast, the crew, and the audience, to Sydney Aldridge, Meg Robinson, and Fran Cataneo, apologies, for your contribution to the First Folio series. Now, while this year was full of surprises, we have been overwhelmingly surprised by the humor, the clamor, the passion, and the community of our groundlings, who I know are going wild in the chat right now. The next Groundling Choice recognizes the incredible generosity of our groundlings. A community is not born, but built, and the groundlings have truly created a paradise. There isn't a clips package for this one, so I would like to invite the nominees as I call your name. So, the nominees for Outstanding Contribution by a Groundling are Annabelle Higgins for creating fan art, Eugenia Lowe for the creation of Poig, Carly Sponzo for creating fan art, and Ian Desher for writing sonnets, raps, and musical parodies. And the Groundling Choice is... Drum roll, please! Carly Sponzo for creating fan art.
Just getting a textbook because I'm in a college dorm room. Thank you so much. I mean, it's so great to have stuff to be inspired by to draw. And I also have to thank Annabelle because just like having her there every week was incredible. So thank you all.
Thank you so much, Carly. Rather than inescapable cat filters and work calls without pants, TSMGO created magic, ghosts, storms, time travel, and adventures on Zoom. Now, we recognize the incredible innovation and special effects that delighted and amazed us in the middle of lockdown and help us to imagine beyond our little boxes. The nominees for Outstanding Innovation and Special Effects are
Sadly, may I not be there in person my request to give. My ship of late hath fallen under siege, and thus my mission, bringing thee unto my cherished planet Alderaan, hath failed.
You are three men of sin, whom destiny that hath to instrument this lower world, and what is in it the never-surfeit sea, hath caused to belch up you.
Prepares itself by rest.
And the Groundlings choice is, drumroll please, Princess Leia's hologram, Shakespeare's Star Wars, Tiffany Abercrombie. Tiffany sadly isn't able to join us tonight. However, we wish her our best, and congratulations again to everyone nominated.
Absolutely. And my goodness, the things we've been able to achieve, it's just amazing. Absolutely amazing. Now, we would like to invite another guest presenter, and our final guest presenter, no less, Miss Jackie Rhodes. Miss Jackie Rhodes, are you there? Jackie Rhodes, there you are. Would you like to present Outstanding Animal Appearance, my dear?
It's the leash I could do. An animal's job is rough. We must annoy the heel out of our performer, while also looking adorable. Our cuteness must stand to posterity in these shows. Even in this dog-eat-dog industry, we must remember to throw a bone at our fellow furformers and featherespians. The nominees... Come on, Jackie. The nominees for Outstanding Animal Appearance are...
Not a word with him, but a jest.
And every jest but a word.
It was well done of you to take him at his word.
I was as willing to grapple as he was to board.
To offer to counsel me to stay with the Jew. The fiend gives the more friendly advice. I will run, fiend. My heels are at your commandment. I will run.
Come apace, Audrey. I'll fetch up your goats. Audrey, and how, Audrey? Go away. Ow. No, get up.
Nay, 'twill be this hour here I've done weeping. All the kind of lances have this very fault. I received my proportion like the prodigious sun, and I'm going with Sir Proteus to the Imperial's court.
And the Groundlings choice is... Charlotte Webb's Ducklings, Love's Labour's Lost.
Woohoo! Charlotte, would you like to say something?
Thank you for the Ducklings. Unfortunately, they aren't here with us tonight, but that is because they were released 8 weeks after they appeared on The Show Must Go Online. And we have still seen them. They show up from time to time when my parents go to feed them. They saw them last week. So Groundlings, I did over the phone ask if I could tell them that they've been nominated. And I heard a few quacks back of thanks. They want to thank Rob and Sarah for this amazing opportunity. And also all of you Groundlings for giving them a legacy that is worthy of ducklings from Shakespeare's own river in Stratford-upon-Avon. This little thing I just grabbed, it's quite telling. It's a photo from our last holiday before lockdown, one that I didn't expect to go on. And I just wanted to say it's quite funny grabbing it because the ducklings showed up 2 days before rehearsal. We said yes to them. Rob and Sarah said yes, put them in. And also thank you to all of you for saying yes to this project. Thank you.
Thank you, Charlotte. That was beautiful. And we hope you continue to see those little ducklings and that they are okay. We're nearly at the end, folks. Can you believe it? It's flown by. Time flies when you're having fun. Now, ask anyone who has performed in a TSMGO show. Ask all of them. We will all tell you that the true superheroes are our swings. Every show, there are 2 people primed and ready behind the scenes to step in should there be any technical difficulties. They cover around half of the cast, they attend the majority, if not all of the rehearsals, and sometimes they don't even appear in the show. But when they do, they are rock stars and help keep the show and the story on track. The nominees for Outstanding Swing Save are...
Come sit thee down upon this flowery bed, while I thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick musk roses in thy sleek smooth head, and kiss thy large ears, my gentle joy.
Their tenor good, I trust.
It is very like. Was Caius Lucius in the Britain court when you were there? He was expected then, but not approached.
Can't be answered.
Please you, sir. Her chambers are all locked, and there's no answer that will be given to the loudest of noise we make.
My lord.
Methinks I hear Antony call. I see him rouse himself to praise my noble act. I hear him mock the luck of Caesar, which the gods give men to excuse their after wrath. Want our hands and cannot compassionate our tenfold grief with folded arms. This poor right hand of mine is left to tyrannize upon my breast, who, when my heart, all mad with misery, beats in this hollow prison of my flesh.
Aren't they all amazing? My goodness. Flawless, absolutely flawless performances. The Groundlings Choice goes to final drumline of the god. I should have done that way better considering it was the last one, shouldn't I? Let's try that again. Second time has always proved a charm this morning, this afternoon. Drum roll for the final time this evening, folks. Michelle Kelly for Antony and Cleopatra. Here you go, Michelle.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm quite stunned. I want to share this beautiful plant with every swing for standing by and being ready to jump in at a moment's notice, and with every Show Must Go Online actor for doing such an extraordinary job that we hoped and prayed we wouldn't have to. Thank you.
Thank you, Michelle. Congratulations. Matthew.
Unbelievably, we have already reached our final category. But before we announce the Groundlings' favorite TSMGO production, we want to say a huge thank you to everyone who made this evening happen, as well as the last year of work. And that includes you. You. Our Groundlings. We are constantly overwhelmed by your support, and this truly couldn't have been possible without you.
100%. With 42 shows performed, over 500 actors and creatives in our alumni community rehearsing over 600 hours to a total audience of over 200,000 views on YouTube, 250 supporters on our Patreon page, and a whole array of animals. TSMGO is officially 1 year old. Guys, gals, and non-binary pals, it's time Please welcome our guest presenter of Groundling's favourite TSMGO production, Mr. Rob Myles.
Good evening, good afternoon and good morning to you wherever you are in the world. I hope you are enjoying tonight's presentation of the Groundlings Choice Awards, the inaugural 2020 Groundlings Choice Awards. I'm so sorry that I've been unable to be with you today because we've been working on a rather different production, born today, a year to the day since our first TSMGO show. Please welcome to present the award for Best Production, Thea Aurora Myles. There she is. Say hello, Thea.
The nominees for Groundling's favourite TSMGO production are
Music, awake her, strike. 'Tis time, descend, be stone no more, approach.
My noble lord,
What dost thou say, Iago?
did Michael Cassio, when you wooed my lady, know of your love?
He did, from first to last. Why dost thou ask?
And who's the winner, Thea? It's Hamlet. Congratulations, everyone.
Congratulations. And surprise! Oh my goodness. Rob and Sarah and little baby Thea are all okay. We are so excited for them. Oh my goodness.
And that's it. Congratulations once again to everyone. I hope that tonight has been a reminder of the incredible breadth, all-encompassing passion and joy that you brought to the world during a very scary time. Even through the darkness, you held a light. As Rob said at the end of The Tempest, this is going to be here for you. It's been here for you. It will be here for you. If you ever need it, come and find it. And it will continue to be the case.
Absolutely. And don't forget, our next show, John Lilly's Galatea, directed by the wonderful Rachel Chung, will be performed live next month, 7 p.m. BST. The clocks are changing. Be aware. BST on Wednesday, April the 21st. Keep your eyes peeled on socials for when tickets are available. Everyone who is on Zoom, come join us on stage for one final round of applause and classic TSMGO wave to the YouTube Groundlings as we sign off. Thank you to each and every one of you for joining us tonight. We hope you've had as much fun as we have. And all that's left to say is good night.